Good evening, folks, and welcome to the SkyZhone HD Game of the Week. I'm Kelly Hardy, and I'm joined by James Klein. Good evening, James.
Good evening, Kelly. Good evening, folks.
Beautiful night here at Ashe County High School, the home of the Huskies. They host the North Wilkes Vikings tonight, and let's go over how the teams are doing here after a short first week of the season here, James.
Well, North Wilkes, they're 0-1 right now. They've lost to Elkin last weekend. I think it was the 21-7 or something like that. And then, of course, our Ashe County Huskies, we're sitting at 1-0 with a very exciting game. It was 33-30 down at Wilkes Central.
Right, and again, the Huskies face off against the North Wilkes Vikings tonight in two great contests here. Last year, the Huskies went down to North Wilkes. I believe quarterback Blake Peters got hurt, and his freshman brother, who 2 weeks into the season came in and led that team and almost got a victory, but North won at that ball game. Do you recall that game?
Yes, the game was a tie game with Blake going down. That really set us back a little bit, but his brother did a good job, but North just ended up winning the ball game.
And last year here in the high country, here at Husky Stadium, the North Wilkes Vikings came up. Ashe got into the red zone 3 times and came away with 0 points. That's something they got to focus and change tonight.
Yes, it's very important when we get out started early. The passing game is going to be huge tonight, and we've got to contain their passing game as well.
James, let's go over the Randy Marion Ford keys to the game for the Huskies.
Yeah, Luke Peterson, last week he had 13 carries for 129 yards rushing, 2 receptions, 19 receiving yards, and 2 total TDs.
Huge game there by Luke Peterson. He's our Dr. Pepper player to watch tonight. Again, that's Luke Peterson, Dr. Pepper player to watch. The Randy Marion keys forward to the game. Secondary play for the Huskies. Too many breakdowns last year. We got to close that, James. What else do we have to watch for the Huskies this evening?
We got to finish in the red zone and eliminate the turnovers that we had last week. I think we had 3 turnovers, I do believe.
That is correct. And again, we're a little closer here to kickoff tonight. James and I were talking, and it looks like that the Huskies are going to receive the ball, James. Is that what you saw, or we got in conversation there?
I think we got in conversation there, but let's just see what happens right here.
Great crowd here tonight at Ashe County High School. They're still rolling in. Again, it's early on in the football season. This is the Huskies' first home game, bringing it to you live here on the SkyZone HD Game of the Week. The North Wilkes Vikings take the field tonight wearing white uniforms, gray bottoms, gray helmets. They're carrying out an American flag and their school flag. And now you'll hear the crowd intensify as the Huskies light up some fog down here to the left end zone. They are coming through the tunnel, James. This is a nice sight to see here at Ashe County High School.
Oh, yeah, man, we've got a big crowd tonight at Ashe County High School. It's nice weather. It's warm. This is really the first home game that we're going to have that's going to be so exciting, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the year.
That's great, and we're hoping for the Huskies to get off to a 2-0 start tonight early on in the 23 football season. And again, the excitement here to the left side of the field. They are really pumping up the smoke. Some of the Huskies players have climbed the cage, and a lot of excitement in the players tonight. The cheerleaders have formed a tunnel here, supporting their players. The band is lively tonight here at Ashe County High School, and again, you'll hear the crowd intensify.
Oh, this team is fired up. As you can see, they're coming out. They're ready to hit somebody, and they're ready to get us a second win tonight.
And the Ashe County Huskies take the field wearing their silver helmets, purple tops, and gray bottoms. Looks like the Huskies will kick off tonight. North Wilkes won the toss. Receiving here. 2 players back deep for the Vikings here again as the Huskies line up to get started here with the opening kickoff to the game, James.
Yeah, North Wilkes looks like they got number 5 and number 3 in the back to receive. That's Jamarlin Coping and Eli Shell.
Right, and Eli Shell is the player to watch for the Vikings tonight. Senior quarterback, number 5, off to a good start this season. He's a good runner. Number 21, Manny Olvera, lines up, getting ready for the Moe's Boots opening kickoff.
I'm ready for this game to get going. Let's hit somebody.
Yes, sir. 12 minutes on the clock tonight. The Huskies will be kicking off right to left. North Wilkes, again, has two receivers at the 10-yard line ready to receive the opening Moe's Boots kickoff.
I tell you what, Kelly, North Wilkes will be coming out in a spread offense, but a whole lot of the stuff they do is short passes that remind you of the West Coast offense, really.
Very exciting night again here at Husky Stadium. Opening night, a good crowd here at the stadium and more folks filling in. The kickoff is off, lands at the 27-yard line, taken by the North Wilkes receiver, and he's stopped by the Huskies at the 34-yard line, where North Wilkes will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was a decent return for North. They're up at the 35-yard line. Let's see what this defense can do with this short passing game.
And again, senior quarterback Eli Shell will be in the shotgun formation for the Vikings here. Running back Chase Eller to his side. Vikings will be moving left to right here, 11:50 and counting in the first quarter. Shell looks to his wristband for the play. He's in the shotgun formation, calls for the ball. It's a handoff up the middle to Chase Eller. Very little gain, stopped by the Huskies defense.
That was good pursuit there with our linebackers and our defensive line. An excellent start.
Eli Shell again in the shotgun formation. Running back Chase Eller behind him, two wide receivers to the south side, one wide receiver to the north side, 2nd and 9. Calls for the ball. The Huskies jump. Looks like it may be a penalty against the Huskies here, but let's see what they call.
I think it's an illegal procedure. The left wing over there jumped, and I seen the referee signal illegal procedure.
Great. Nice eye there by former high school coach James Klein, actually coached at North Wilkes here, who we're hosting tonight. So we'll talk about that as the game goes on. But a good eye there by Coach. Backs him up 5 yards for the Vikings. Brings up 2nd and 14. Eli Shell in shotgun formation, calls for the ball. Short toss to the left is caught by number 3. That's Jamarlick Opening. He gets the ball up to the 43-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Bring the ball up near the first down marker. We 3rd and about a yard coming up now.
That was a good pass. We got to tackle. We got to get to the ball really quick, or we're going to have a long night.
Brings up 3rd and short here for the Vikings. 3 wide receivers to the south side, 1 to the north side. Shell lines up in the shotgun formation with Chase Eller behind him. Calls for the snap. Snap taken. It's a handoff up the middle. The Huskies tackle it. It's going to look like it's going to be short, James.
Yeah, I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. The Huskies' interior line played really well last weekend, and hopefully we can keep that up.
Lucas Spencer there, number 22, with the big stop. The Vikings do bring out the punt formation here just shy of midfield. 4th down, James. 9:56 in the first quarter.
I'm really surprised that they're not going for it to midfield, and especially, well, after that snap right there.
Bad snap by the Vikings. He does get the kick away. It is going nowhere. Husky player touches it. It looks like the Huskies have recovered it at the 48-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, that was a disaster for North Wilkes, and then that was almost a disaster for us as well. We got good field position, and that's what we need to happen.
I would say that is chalked up to early high school football season, right? We're second weekend. The snappers and long snappers have been practicing, but these are maybe some of the first live snaps they've done here this year. Huskies take over 1st and 10. Peters in the backfield, shotgun formation, 5 receivers. Takes the snap, throws it to right to Bridger Fairchild. Caught. He is ahead before the Vikings take him down at the 40-yard line. Great pitch and catch there to start the game for the offense.
Yeah, that's a good call. Something safe, simple. Gets about 6 yards, 7 yards. That's a good call.
Brings up 2nd and 4 here for the Huskies. Looks like number 27, Luke Peterson, who's, again, the player to watch, had 129 rushing yards last week. He's in the backfield next to Peters. 3 receivers here to the south side. 2nd 4. Shotgun snap taken. Handoff up the middle. Peterson waits, takes his time. He's broken outside. He's ahead to the 30-yard line for a Husky first down.
Yeah, that was a great cut by Peters. Looks like he got about 13, 14 yards on that carry.
Great handoff. It was great timing there on Peterson. Again, we're lined up here, quick offense. 2 wide receivers to each side. Peterson in the shotgun. Peters fakes the hands off. He's got a wide receiver. Bridger Fairchild wide open down the left sideline. That's going to be a Husky touchdown. 31 yards, James.
Yeah, looked like North had blown coverage. It started out looked like a cover 3 coverage. But that right corner, he was pressing, and Bridger just went up by himself, and looks like we got a 31-yard touchdown.
Number 1, Bridger Fairchild with the catch there. That's one of those plays where you just see it as a quarterback. You throw it up, let your guy run under, catch it. There was just nobody around. Now we got number 21, Manny Olvera, lined up here for the point after. Fairchild down for the hold. Snaps called, kicks up. It is good. We got 7-0 Huskies. 8:46 left here in the first quarter.
What a wonderful start. I mean, that's what we need as a team, to get early points, and with home field advantage, hopefully this will be a great night for Husky football.
Let's take a look at that Greens Excavating instant replay.
Ashe Memorial Hospital's Rehabilitation Service Department continues to work with student athletes throughout the entire rehabilitation process.
That was a beautiful pitch and catch there. Peters to Bridger Fairchild for the touchdown. The Randy Marion 4-drive summary for the Huskies. They went 48 yards, scoring on a 31-yard touchdown pitch and catch from Peters to Bridger Fairchild.
Yeah, that was a good job by the offense. The defense held up, got us a good return on the punt, and North is going to have to figure out how to contain our offense and our throwing game, and hopefully we can continue to have these types of plays tonight.
Huskies now lining up again, going right to left here for the kickoff. Vikings at the 10-yard line, waiting to accept Manera's Moe's Boots kickoff. He's in motion. The kick is in the air. It's a beautiful kick, James, all the way back. The Vikings fielded at the 5. He slipped, held his face. Now he's coming up the right side. He's at the 20-yard line. 23-yard line where Huskies number 58, it looks like. 50, Nathan Herman. Sorry, good tackle there by Herman.
Yeah, how quick we got to the ball. It didn't help that the Vikings player slipped, but we had people on him really fast.
Great deep kick there. The Vikings will take over 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. They again quarterback shell in shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to either side. Chase Eller in the backfield behind the quarterback. They're looking over to the sideline for the play. 8:38 left in the first quarter. Vikings moving left to right. He calls for the snap. The Huskies are blitzing. Pressured up there. The ball is fumbled in the backfield. Looks like the Huskies might have recovered the ball.
The defensive coordinator was all over that. They shot the middle linebacker up through the middle on the pitch, disrupted the play, and guess what? We get a turnover.
Huge play there for the Huskies defense. They were all over that, as you said, jumped the route, caused the ball to be on the ground, and looks like number 22, maybe Lucas Spencer, picked that ball up for the Huskies, creating 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. 16-yard line here. Peters in the backfield. Peterson to his side. He calls for the snap, steps back, throws towards the end zone. Ball's in the air. That looks like a touchdown. Number 7, Ian Graybill. Nice pitch and catch from Peters to Graybill for the 16-yard touchdown.
Oh, it's a beautiful fade pass. Graybill, who's about 6'3", against the small corner. It was a mismatch. I think our offense coordinator seen that, and it was just a beautiful pass and catch.
6'2", Ian Graybill went up and got that ball, as you mentioned, over the defensive back. Great toss there by Blake Peters, the senior quarterback, off to a good start. Manny Olvera set for the kick. Fairchild calls for it. Kick is in the air through the uprights. Huskies lead 14-0. 8 minutes and 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Huskies have come out here at home and set the tone, James.
Oh, yes. Being up 14-0, that's going to put some doubt into the Vikings. And now that we've got the passing game going, the defense is making plays, hopefully this will be a great night for us and a long night for the Vikings.
Let's go to the Greens Excavating instant replay on that beautiful touchdown pass and catch there. Peters to Graybill. And James, let's check out that Randy Marion 4 drive summary for the Huskies there. It was a quick one.
Oh, it was one play. It was a 15-yard fade, and we've got points.
Beautiful. That again was the Randy Marion 4 drive summary. Huskies lead 14-0, 8:22 left in the first quarter. We are lined up for a kickoff once again, going right to left. Manny Olvera, number 21, set to do the kickoff. Vikings now move their players back to the 5-yard line. They started setting up at the 10-yard line. After that last kick, they have now set them up at the 5-yard line.
Let's see what we can do with this next possession against the Vikings.
Another beautiful kick, a little more air. This one lands short about the 15-yard line. Vikings player picks it up. He's being tracked by the Huskies, but he's up the left side. The ball, it looks like it's been loose again, but it is out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, I noticed the returner was carrying it on the wrong hand. He should have had it in his left arm, and then plus he was slinging it like a loaf of bread when he was coming out of the grocery store. So with a good hit, it popped out. Too bad we couldn't get somebody on that on the ball.
And again, great return there by the Viking runner. Gets out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Vikings again shell back in the shotgun formation. They're looking to the sideline. They got two backs in the backfield now. Two wide receivers to the south side, one to the north. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. It's a snap. It's handed off up the middle, and the Huskies' defensive line was all over that. Number 14, Eli Limley, in on the tackle.
Yeah, it was a play to their fullback, a little trap play. And like I said, our interior line is just playing lights out.
2nd and 9 here for the Vikings, again looking to the sideline for their play call. They got a big running back in the backfield now. That's Parker Moore. We got him listed as a defensive stud. He's in the backfield. They're in the shotgun formation. He's calling for the snap, 2nd and 9. Snap is good. He steps back. It's a short pass. Huskies lineman hands up and knocked that down. Looked like Ben Baer with his hand there up to knock that pass down.
Yeah, Ben's a tall feller, got good reach, and he just broke up the pass. Good play.
And Ben is one of the few sophomores here on the Huskies varsity roster. It's 3rd and 9 again for the Vikings, 7:27 on the clock after that incomplete pass. Eli Shell with the handoff up the middle. Running back 32 carries the ball for about 6 yards, James.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to slow the game down. I noticed that they're running the clock down. The Viking that ran the ball, he had it last time. He's a big body, and looks like they're getting ready to punt.
And again, near the midfield, 4th down and 4, the Vikings elect to punt. They're looking for a better snap this time. They are set up, Huskies, with one Bridger Fairchild back at the 25-yard line. Vikings punting left to right, 6:50 and counting. Looks like a fake punt. It's 32 up the middle, and he's going to be stopped short by the Huskies defense. Ashe County will take over 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line.
I was glad to see Ashe County was ready for that fake punt. A little surprising that they would go with the fake punt at midfield. I would think maybe, you would just go ahead and go for it in general, but trying to catch us off guard.
Yeah, again, if you're going to go for it there in that position, you might as well have your best offensive players out there and give yourself an opportunity. Nonetheless, North Wilkes elected to go for it. 4th down, fell short. Huskies will take over 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. 6:41 to go here in the first quarter. Number 4, Blake Peters in the shotgun formation with Luke Peterson to his side. 3 wide receiver stacked to the north side. Puts Peterson in motion up to that side. It's a snap. They look that way. Now they're looking back across the middle. He's holding. He's got a man open. He throws it deep, and a great catch there by Ryder Phipps, number 5, all the way down to the 11, 12-yard line.
Oh, that was a big play for us. Ryder had him on his hip, and if he wouldn't have fell, he'd have scored.
It looked like about a 36-yard pass and completion there by Peters, again, who's having an incredibly great start to this game. 6:25 and counting here. Peters in the shotgun formation, number 4. Peterson beside him. Man in motion down to the south side. He steps back. He throws again to the end zone. That one will be picked off. That is picked off in the end zone by the Vikings. Looked like maybe the quarterback, Eli Shell, playing safety.
Yeah, I think there's a little miscommunication by the reaction from Blake. Shell had position on the play. I think the receiver is supposed to make a little bit sooner of a cut.
Again, hot start. That's things happen in high school football. Huskies lead 14-0, 6-12 here in the first quarter. Vikings take over 1st and 10 from the 20. Eli Shell, number 5, in the shotgun formation with Chase Eller behind. 2 wide receivers to the north, 2 to the south. Huskies again, number 22 took off there. Lucas Spencer was going to try to jump that snap, but looks like he got called offside.
Looks like our defense is going to be putting a lot of pressure on Shell tonight. We've really got to pay attention to the snap count, or we'll be having a long night with penalties.
5-yard penalty there, 1st and 5 for the Vikings. They'll reset, same formation. Shell in the shotgun. He calls for the snap. It's a pitch to the left, and he's got some blockers out there, but Huskies defense scooped that up after a short gain. Parker Blevins in on the tackle.
Yeah, Parker was ended up on the play. I think that was another counter. Let's see what we can do right here.
5:50 and counting here. The Vikings again moving left to right, shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers here to the south side, 1 to the north. Play still being called in from the Vikings. They're going to change it up. Huskies in man-to-man formation. Snap is taken, handoff up the middle, almost dropped it there, but Vikings again, Huskies defensive line just putting the stop to that.
Yeah, our interior defensive line on the defense, I believe, is our strength. Hopefully North will keep on doing that and play into our strength. It would be great.
Sorry about that, James. 3rd and 4 here as we line up. Again, Huskies defense, 5 minutes here left in the first quarter. Vikings up here, 3 receivers to the south, 1 to the north, moving left to right. Shotgun snap, he's rolling out. He tosses it up. Huskies defender jumps up, knocks it down. That looks like number 9, Ethan Houck.
Ethan was all over that play. I think what happened with the quarterback rolling out to his right, naturally our linebackers was rolling that away, and we almost had a pick 6.
Great defensive play by the Huskies. 4th and 3 again from the inside their own 30. The Vikings elect to punt. They're in punt formation. Fairchild back to receive, hovering around the 40-yard line. It's a good snap, good kick, low kick. Bounces at the 48, takes a Viking bounce. It is scooped up by Fairchild at the 40. He's up the right sideline. He's getting some blocks and moves across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, good return, a safe return. We got out of bounds. We got good field position. We're sitting on the 46 in their territory. Hopefully we'll put up some more points.
That seems to have been the case all night for the Huskies, starting in positive territory here, as once again they start inside Viking territory here at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Huskies line up tight coverage this time. Peters still in the shotgun formation, sends a running back in motion. It's a toss to the left side by Peterson. He's called in the backfield and got great blocking upfield, and he gains about 15 yards there on that toss sweep from the 47-yard line all the way down to the 30. That's a 17-yard gain.
I tell you what, I really like when we throw the swing pass. It's a safe pass. Peterson, he's got power, but he's also shifty, and 17-yard gain, that's great.
Peters again in the shotgun formation as the Huskies line up here 1st and 10. He hands off to Peterson up the middle this time, again patient. Doesn't get much before the Viking defense throws a hold to that there, stopping it after about a 1-yard gain.
The interior line for North, they look pretty big. They got some big boys up front, so we'll see how that plays out tonight with Peterson up the middle. And let's see if we can get a first down right here.
Ryder Phipps onto the field as Eli Limley takes a break. Peters in the shotgun formation. Again, 3 wide receivers to the north side. Peterson beside him. 2nd down and 8. 4 minutes left and rolling here. It looks like, again, motion maybe on the Huskies this time, James.
Well, that's a second penalty we've got tonight. So I know Coach Hampton wants to limit that if we're going to win this game.
That's correct. That looked like a false start against the Huskies. Back them up 5 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 14. Now at the 34-yard line. Again, a beautiful night here at Ashe County High School. We got a great crowd here on hand. The student section is filling up and standing down there cheering on their Huskies. Peters back in shotgun formation here. Long 2nd down. He calls for the snap. He gathers it. There's pressure by North Wilkes. He steps up into the pocket and just holds on to the ball, goes down, and takes a minimal gain there to bring up 3rd down.
Well, I noticed there was some press coverage there. We had some mismatches on the top end of the field. They only had 2 defensive backs up top. We had 3 receivers, but with the pressure that was put on, we couldn't. Bridger Fairchild would have been wide open on the wheel route, but we just couldn't make the play.
Bridger Fairchild comes off the field here as the Huskies line up for 3rd and 14. 3:12 and rolling here in the first quarter. Peters in the shotgun formation with Peterson beside him. He's calling for the snap. Good snap this time. He rolls right. Peterson's blocking. He's throwing deep. Number 4, he's got a man open and overthrows a little bit there. Wide receiver looked like Ryder Phipps out there looking to make the reception.
Yeah, Ryder with the flag route. Had the space, limited space to make the catch, but a little overthrown by Peters. But I think if we continue to do that, we'll make those connections.
And the Huskies here now with a decision, 4th and 14 from the 39-yard line. They do look like they're going to punt. Eli Limley back at the 49-yard line. Vikings receiver down at the 6-yard line. He shuffles back and forth between the 6 and the 8. Good snap. Ball's in the air. That's a really good-looking punt. He's going to let it bounce, and it is going to bounce and go out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
I tell you what, everything's going our way tonight. You got a punter that can put the ball from about the 45 and place it about the 3 or 4 yard line, and that's an advantage for us. Great punt.
Great punt there by Eli Limley. Again, they're trapping the Vikings deep in their own territory. 2:49 to go in the first quarter. Huskies lead 14-0.
Let's see if we can get us a safety or maybe a pick 6 here. That'd be wonderful. But I look for the Vikings just to run the ball or maybe a quick screen.
Vikings again ready to take over 1st and 10 at the 3-yard line after that beautiful punt by Eli Limley. Eli Shell now in the shotgun formation for the Vikings calls for the ball, fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself up the left side. He's getting outside a Husky running outside linebacker to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's the safest place that you can play is a quarterback keeper. He got 6 yards on the play. Here's 2nd down.
2nd down and looks like a long 4 or 5 yards there on the opposite side there for the Vikings. They got 3 receivers here to the south side, 1 to the north side. Shells in the shotgun formation. He takes it. The Huskies got some pressure, and that is caught in the backfield and then immediately tackled there by the Huskies defender.
Yeah, it looks like about a 3 to 4 yard. Yeah, 3 yard loss. Great anticipation on the screen.
Looked like Ethan Houck maybe came up with that hit and tackle on the opposite side. Minute 50 and counting here for the Vikings. 3rd down and 8. Ball's placed on the 6-yard line. They look again to the sideline for a play call. Eli Shell in the shotgun formation. He calls for the ball. Ball snaps. Step back again. Huskies getting good pressure. Hands in the air, and that pass will fall incomplete, James. Again, great pressure from the Huskies defense.
Pass incomplete.
Yeah, it was underthrown. I don't know what type of arm their quarterback has, but he underthrew the ball, and they're punting again. Let's see what we can do.
And again, the Vikings line up for the punt here. Punters lined up about 5 yards deep in the end zone. Bridger Fairchild is set up at the 32-yard line for a return. Again, the Huskies are set up for an opportunity for great field advantage. Punt is taken, it's kicked. It's a wobbly punt to the left side. It will take a Viking bounce out of bounds at the 38-yard line, where the Huskies will take over 1st and 10, a minute 25 left. Again, Huskies lead 14-0 here in what seems like a pretty long first quarter tonight, James.
Well, when you throw the ball a lot and you have these many turnovers and scores, yes, it's going to be a long night if both teams are throwing the ball.
Huskies again taking possession here inside their own 50-yard line at the 38-yard line. Peters in shotgun formation. He takes the snap. It's a handoff to Luke Peterson. He waits, and he gets popped at the line of scrimmage by the Vikings defense. They were all over that run.
Yeah, that was a very hard hit on Peterson. I seen his head jerk back, and then he went to the side. That was a really good play for the Vikings linebacker.
2nd down and 11 for the Huskies. Peters looks to the sideline for the play call. 60 seconds left in the opening quarter here at home for the Ashe County Huskies tonight. Peters in the shotgun formation, Peterson beside him. 3 wide receivers to the short side of the north field, 1 down here to the south side. Peters calls for the ball. He takes the snap. He's looking up the middle. He's bouncing around, throws the ball. He's got an open receiver caught. That's Ian Graybill, number 7, and he looks like he got enough for a Husky first down.
Yeah, that was a 12-yard gain on the stick route. Ian's a big target. I've noticed when Peters gets a little trouble, that's who he's looking for.
That's number 7, Ian Graybill, listed as a junior, 6'2", 190. 27 seconds here for the Huskies. Peters in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the south side. He claps for the ball, and number 50 for the Vikings jumped completely off sides. That looks like Slevin Yorick.
Yeah, when you're a quarterback and you've got a team that's blitzing you and trying to put pressure on you, the best way to do is counter is with a quick snap or a late snap or a late call snap.
And that's what the Huskies did. Back in the shotgun formation, 1st and 5. Peters takes the snap. He's looking again deep. It looks like an open man. The ball falls a little short there, intended for Bridger Fairchild. Brings up 2nd and 5. 8 seconds left here in the first quarter.
To me, North's got to figure out how to stop Bridger Fairchild. I've yet to see anybody guard him. They look like they're playing maybe some man with a cover 1 over top. But nobody's been on Bridger, and he's been open 3 or 4 times.
Peters again here lines up the Huskies. 2nd down, 8 seconds left. Peters in shotgun formation. He's patient. Vikings creep up to the line. He calls for the ball. 2-step drop. Looking to the end zone again. Throws it over the middle, and that is caught for a Husky touchdown. That looks like little brother Bryce Peters there with the catch.
Yeah, Bryce, he's another tall kid. North's got these short defensive backs, and we're just exposing the size right now.
The Huskies' offense is clicking on all cylinders here. 2 seconds left in the first quarter. They'll line up for the point after. 21, Manny Olvera. It's a bad snap. Fairchild picks it up. He's just going to throw it up into the end zone. Falls incomplete. The Huskies will remain 20-0 here. 11 minutes and 58 seconds into the home opener here for your Huskies. Let's take a look at that Greens Excavating instant replay. Peters to Peters for the touchdown.
How many yards is that? What about a 19-yarder?
And James, let's take a look now at the Randy Marion 4-drive summary for the Huskies there again. Their 3rd scoring drive of the game.
Yeah, we got the ball about the 38 and ran a few passes, and then with the 19 19-yard pass from Peters to Peters. We put up 6 more points.
And again, 2 seconds left here in the opening half as the Huskies will line up kicking right to left. Again, the Vikings at the 5-yard line to accept the kickoff. Olvera lined up for the kickoff. Huskies again wearing their purple jerseys, gray pants, silver helmets, looking to kick off to the Vikings in their white jerseys and gray pants. Short kickoff this time, fielded by the Viking on a full slant, and he's connected at the 39-yard line. And that was a great kickoff return, and then a great tackle by the Husky player.
Yeah, that's a dangerous play for a person receiving a kickoff that high, and then you got guys coming at you at 100 miles per hour to lay the hit. I'm surprised he didn't fumble the ball, and that'd have been another turnover. But the Vikings are getting decent field position. I know they're hoping to limit the turnovers and maybe get a few first downs. So let's go to the end of the first quarter here.
And in the first quarter, we'll say the Vikings are really hoping to cool down the Huskies offense. Let's take a moment and cool down with Scott Brothers Heating and Air.
Ashe Memorial Hospital is committed to providing patient-centered, high-quality care where it's needed most, close to home. As always, the press box would like to thank our sponsor, Bojangles, providing food tonight for the press box.
Randy Marion Ford, the king of prices in West Jefferson. Randy Marion Ford guarantees the lowest price on over 5,000 new and pre-owned vehicles. Home to the best-selling trucks in America. Come see the staff you know and depend on. Take a test drive and take home your new Ford or pre-owned ride. You can also shop us online 24/7. The area's #1 volume and fleet volume dealer in the Southeast. We'll even send you home with a full tank of gas and free delivery up to 200 miles.
When it comes to insurance, Miller Insurance has over 70 years of experience in the business. We offer auto, home, farm, and business insurance, along with several other products to make sure you have the right coverage that fits your needs. Before you renew, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or stop by 107 South Jefferson Avenue in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to support all our hometown teams.
Moe's Boots was established in 2005 in the High Country. Now with locations in Ashe, Avery, and Watauga, we are the High Country's leader in workwear and Friday night football gear, including apparel, footwear, and accessories. Moe's Boots prides themselves on having the biggest selection of the hardest working gear on the market, along with undeniable top-level customer service with pricing that is unmatched. Come shop your hometown team's favorite hard-working brands like Carhartt, Danner, Rocky, and more.
Carroll Original Wear has been in the business of custom apparel and merchandise for over 20 years. From starting in Western wear, they also specialize in custom embroidery, t-shirt graphics, and jerseys. They offer their services to teams, businesses, and the greater public. Carroll Original Wear is dedicated to creating quality products that teams and businesses will be excited to wear. They are proud to support our hometown teams.
And welcome back to tonight's action. Getting ready to start the second quarter. We'll flip sides of the field. Vikings offense taking over. Now they'll be moving right to left. Huskies will be defending the end zone away from the ROTC tower. Vikings taking over 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Eli Shell back in shotgun formation. Snap taken, handed off, and that goes nowhere before number 14, Eli Limley, along with some other Husky defenders, make that tackle.
Our interior line is just playing lights out like they did last weekend. Hopefully we can keep it up.
That interior line is Ben Baer, Elliott Cox, Eli Limley. Looks like a middle linebacker here to the outside. lined up this time. Vikings in shotgun formation, toss behind right to the line of scrimmage by number 9. He shakes and wiggles, but a short gain after about 2 yards to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I believe North Wilkes knows they got to get it to the outside and hopefully can make a play, and got about 3 yards on that.
3rd and 7 here, looks like, for the Vikings, lined up at the 38-yard line. I'm sorry, the 42-yard line. Vikings in the shotgun formation. Same they've been all night. Wide receiver here down on the bottom just took off running there again. Offsides penalty there for the Vikings.
Yeah, when you're wide out and you're looking right at the ball, there's no reason you should jump off sides. I know as a former coach that would drive me insane.
That's one of those silly penalties that, again, you just got to work on those and try to limit them. Again, pushing the Vikings back 5 yards, 3rd and 13. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers here to the south side. Vikings moving right to left. He takes the ball, runs out, throws it. Caught by number 6. That's Jacob Fall, but I believe the Huskies have him tackled just short of the first down.
Running to his right, throwing against his motion, and he made a good connection and almost a first down.
Looks like from where we're spotted, it's a lot closer than it is. But they've got it lined up as 3rd and short. If I'm the Vikings coach, I'm probably going to call for a measurement here. That ball looks like it's real close to the line of scrimmage. Nonetheless, they line up in a shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the north side, 1 to the south. 2 running backs in the backfield now with Shell. He calls for the ball. Low snap. He takes it himself. Quarterback keeper. He pitches it, but the ball's on the ground. The Huskies were all over that play. Looks like the Vikings recovered it.
Yeah, for one thing, the quarterback stepped towards the running back and got too close to make the toss, and guess what? He made it anyway because he had pressure, and it resulted into a fumble, and luckily the Vikings recovered that.
And that was 52, Wyatt Moser, with the big hit on that guy as he tried to catch the toss. Looks like the Vikings are going to take the first time out of the game here with 9:32 in the second quarter. We'll take one with them here on the Carroll Original Wear timeout.
Carroll Original Wear has been in business for over 58 years and is located with the new location coming to West Jefferson. Carroll offers a wide range of custom merchandise, including team and corporate accessories and outerwear customized specific for your needs. Carroll is excited about the opportunity the End Zone camera will offer our student athletes, coaches, and families.
And welcome back to tonight action. Again, 9:32 left here in the second quarter. 4th and 4 for the Vikings again here at midfield. This time they're going to elect to go for it. His quarterback Shell is in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to each side. He takes a step, quick step back and throw. Huskies bat that ball. Their defender batted the ball, but number 1 almost made a catch there for the Vikings. Does fall incomplete. Huskies will now take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. 9:27 to go in the quarter. Great defensive play.
Yeah, Graybill's tall. Just made a great, not Graybill, Eli Limley is a tall guy with tall reach and made the play, made the tip, and Bridger almost received that. But we've got good field position, Kelly.
Once again, the Huskies take over inside their own 50 at the 46-yard line. Peters in the shotgun formation. He calls for the ball, drops back. He's looking to throw again. That's deep to number 7, and he's caught it, and that's up the sideline. That's going to be a one-play 46-yard touchdown pass. Blake Peters to Ian Graybill.
That wheel route that we've been running with Bridgers, they have yet to cover it. The coverage that I'm seeing is just 3 up top, and they've only got 2 guys covering over top. North's going to have to make some adjustments, but great call for the Coach Hampton and Coach Piscopo.
Huskies now line up for the point after. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is Missed left side. Kick goes wide left. Huskies now lead 26-0 with 9:17 on the clock left in the second quarter. Let's take a look at that Greens Excavating instant replay.
Keep getting better and better.
Bridger's having a huge nut. They're not covering him.
And now let's hear from James about the Randy Marion Ford drive summary. Again, a short one for the Huskies.
This one's easy. One play, 46 yards. Bridger Fairchild, it looked like he was on a wheel route from his slot position, wide open. Another touchdown. We're looking good tonight.
Huskies now back onto the field for the kickoff here. 9:17 to go, leading 26-0. Vikings lined up at the 5-yard line to receive this kick, coming by Manny Olvera, who's done a phenomenal job kicking the ball so far here in the early part of the season.
Well, when you can start from the 10 to the 15 to the 20, you're a weapon.
Again, a beautiful kick into the sky. Received by the Viking at the 15-yard line. He's running full speed. Number 9 up to the right side of the field, dodging Huskies. He's at the 35-40. He's to the 45-yard line before he's drug out of bounds by a Husky defender.
Well, the Vikings blocked really well on that return, and Eller, he just made some good cuts and got up to midfield, and I know they're looking to get something going, and maybe this is a positive start for them.
And that was number 21, Manny Olvera, with a tackle on that play. Vikings line up 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Again, great field position for them for the first time tonight. Number 5. Eli Shell in the shotgun formation. He's looking to the sideline for the play. One receiver to the north side, 2 to the south. He's got a running back slot in the slot side to the left and a running back behind as well. 9:08 in the second quarter. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle to number 8. He pushing out to the left side. Stiff arms 2 Huskies. Defenders flag on the play before he's taken out of bounds near the midfield.
Yeah, when I was at North Wilkes, we used to call that play 35 counter, where the slot would block back, and we would cut back the way from where the block was.
Has Coach, as you heard there, Coach James Klein, coaching in former years at North High down in Wilkes County, now on the call tonight with me alongside Kelly Hardy here for the Huskies Stadium. While they're sorting out this penalty, we'll take a moment to figure out what they're doing here. Looks like a face mask call, a 5-yard face mask against the Huskies defender. What you know about that, James?
Well, I mean, if we can win the battle of the penalties and turnover, it's going to be a good night for us, and that's a great start to get that type of penalty.
It looked like the official signaled 5 yards, but it looked like they marked the ball off a little more than that. So Vikings taking over 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Low snap, the ball's on the ground. The quarterback and running back can't get on it. Huskies defender dives through, but I believe the Viking landed on it at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, the Vikings have started out really sluggish. I know the coaching staff has to be very, very disappointed in what they're seeing with the offense. They just need to settle down and make some simple plays.
Again, a 4-yard loss on the play. Vikings in the shotgun formation. Shell's calling for the snap. He looks back up. One receiver to the south side, 2 to the north. Running back 32 in the slot, and a running back number 8, Chase Eller, behind. He takes the ball, hands off to number 8, and that is stuffed in the backfield by Husky defender Lucas Spencer.
Yeah, it looked like a stunt from the linebacker position, or Spencer either read it one. If we've got good linebacker play and interior play tonight, it's going to be a long night for them Vikings.
Spencer shot right through the line and almost got there in time for that handoff, but he made the tackle on the Viking running back. Brings up 3rd and a long 15 they got listed here on the board. 7:47 and counting in the second quarter. Huskies leading 26-0. James, that's a beautiful sight as we look out there with the flag blowing. Beautiful mountain scenery, great color in the sky tonight. Again, a beautiful game here at Ashe County High School. Shell's flushed out of the pocket here after receiving this shotgun snap on third down, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage with little to gain.
Yeah, I think what's going on tonight is they know that North can't really throw the ball long, so we're throwing some linebackers to maybe to flush him out and to make some plays. A lot of linebacker action against the North team.
Vikings line up to punt here. Punters at the 40-yard line. Bridger Fairchild deep to collect it at the 20. It's punted low line drive. It bounces inside the 20. Bridger's going to back up, pick that up at the 8, and he shoots up the left side of the field, and it looks like he's out of bounds there shy of the 20-yard line. Let's see where they mark it.
Bring the ball up to about the 17-yard line.
Ball will be placed at the 17-yard line. Huskies will start 1st and 10. 6:53 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's not really where we'd want to start, about the 16-yard line, but with our passing game, I feel that it would be okay.
Peters in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers here to the south side, 1 to the north. Peterson beside him. He calls for the snap, backs up, 2 drop, throwing across the middle. He's hit his man, number 14, Eli Limley, with a great catch there on a first down pass to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Limley looked like they just throwing a dot there for about 17, 19 yards.
First and 10 for the Huskies here. We get in the hurry up, line back up. The referee's going to adjust the spot there. Marks it at the 34-yard line. 6:38 and counting here in the second quarter. Shotgun snap to Peters. He's back. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move up the middle, and he's going to scramble and goes down, tackled there by the Vikings defender at the 44-yard line.
I tell you what, Blake looked like he has some moves on him there. Gets a 10-yard gain, got flushed out. Any way we can get yardage, that's great.
Huskies again moving left to right now here in the second quarter, 6:17 and counting. Peters getting to play from the sideline talking to his teammates. We got 2 receivers to the south side, 1 to the north. We got a slot back as well as Peterson in the backfield. He puts number 5, Ryder Phipps, in motion. And the referee's going to throw a flag here up the middle. Not sure what he's going to call with 6:02 left on the clock, James.
Yeah, it looks like a false start on the Huskies. We make a good play, get a first down, and now we're at 1st and 15 on a penalty.
1st and 15 coming up.
Not too many penalties tonight on the Huskies, but we've had some bad times. Let's see if we can continue to get over that. 1st and 15 from the 40-yard line. Peters is calling the play out. We got 3 receivers to the north side, 1 to the south. Peterson beside him in the shotgun formation. He flips him to the north side. 5:44 and counting. The snap's taken. Peters drops deep. He's setting up to throw. Screen pass across the middle, caught by Ian Grable, and he's off to the race. Left side 40, 45-30, 35-20. He's down to the 15-yard line.
How many yards is that? 45-yard reception from Ian Grable. He was on the wide out, and he just ran right down the line. Nobody had spotted him right behind the defensive line, and we get the catch and go 45 yards.
Beautiful toss and catch there by Peters to Ian Graybill, again for the long gain. Swapping out some receivers here. Peters back in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the south, 1 to the north. Slot back as well as Peterson in this backfield. 5:23 and counting. Snaps taken, fakes the pitch. He's looking again to the end zone. He's throwing wide open, number 22. Lucas Spencer with the touchdown for the Huskies.
Yeah, Lucas wide open. I believe he come out of the tight end or the slot position to get that reception. Blake seen him. Great score.
Huskies again, offense clicking on all cylinders. They are going to line up here and go for 2, it looks like, in a weird formation. Now Blake's alone in the backfield, 4 wideouts. He's putting a man in motion, hands off to number 7, and number 7's going to throw it into the end zone. That's Graybill throwing for the 2-point conversion.
Two-point conversion completed to number 70, Graybill. Score 34-0 Ashe County.
That was great play by the Huskies there for the 2-point conversion. 34-0 with 5:16 left on the clock. Let's take a look at that Greens Excavating instant replay.
Some of your favorite singers. I think we 2 or 3 plays. Now we started way down here, didn't we? Yeah, on that one. Yeah, right. 16, so it's an 84-yard drive. Capped off by the 4-yard 16 plays down. Yeah.
No, it's 5 plays.
And now let's review the Randy Marion 4 drive summary.
I believe it was 5 plays. We started on the 17. Blake Peters got a 10-yard rush. Then we had a penalty. And then we threw the ball, got down to the 15 with the Graybill and a long drive, and then hit Spencer there with a 15-yard TD.
And again, Huskies kicking off left to right now, leading 34-0. Manny Olvera again with the Moe's Boots kickoff. It's taken, lands at the 19-yard line. Viking offender picks it up, takes up to the right sideline, and he's met by some Husky defenders there at the 27-yard line.
Well, this is the start we wanted tonight, to get up big on North. I look for North probably to run some clock to keep the game maintained and not be such a runaway. Hopefully the Huskies will get the ball back and we can put some more points up and run the clock.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 5:09 left to go in the second quarter. Same formation they've come out with all night. 2 to the south side, 1 to the north. Shotgun formation. He takes the snap, hands off up the middle to that's Chase Eller, and his helmet popped off on the tackle there. Great hard tackle by the Huskies after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, that's dangerous for a young man to lose his helmet when he's being tackled, and it was a good thing the Huskies sort of let up once that come up.
Right, and he jogs off the field. I assume in high school he has to sit out a play there after losing his helmet. Is that correct?
Yeah, you have to go out for safety issues to make sure the equipment's working.
Great. 2nd down and 6 for the Vikings. Shell and shotgun formation puts Jacob Fall in motion here to the south side. He takes the ball and scopes his way again. He's rolled left sometimes and thrown back against his body. Spencer misses him in the backfield, and he shoots up to the 38-yard line. Well, he'll be close to a 1st down.
Oh, that was a good run by their quarterback. He's shifty, he's lanky, and got a 1st down on the play, so a little positive yardage for the Vikings.
That was a 1st down run there by quarterback Eli Shell. And again, 4:05 and counting. As you mentioned, the Vikings look like they're going to try to run the clock here to take away a possession from the Huskies here. They just want to keep this ball and run out the clock to end the half.
Yeah, we want to use clock up, get this game over with the big lead we have now.
Shell in the shotgun formation, gets the play from the sideline, takes the snap, fakes the handoff up the middle, and the Huskies are in the backfield there to make the tackle. Looks like 14, Eli Limley.
Limley's having a huge game at his, looks like he's either an outside linebacker or a defensive end. He's been standing up most of the time, so, and he's playing on the, looks like maybe he's on the strong side.
Great insight there again from Coach James Klein. 3:12 and counting here in the second quarter, 2nd and 9. Shell in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw this time. He steps back, throws across the middle. Ball is tipped, incomplete there. Number 1, Ben Nichols, was the intended receiver. It was a little high.
Yeah, I thought that pass was going to be intercepted there for a minute, but nice. It was a nice play call, actually.
Vikings ball incomplete. 3rd and 9, 3:03 to go here in the second quarter. Huskies leading 34-0. Vikings traveling right to left. Shell looks to the sideline again for the play call. 2 receivers to each side. Number 8 in motion back. It looks like a swing pass. It's thrown short. He does get the catch, but very little yardage there. Is nowhere to go.
Yeah, it was a little underthrown on the screen. It was lucky he called it, but you're looking at 4th and 9. They're going to punt now.
4th and 9 from the 39-yard line. Again, the Vikings look like they're going to punt. 2:38 and counting here at Husky Stadium. The sun is almost set and the lights are bright here tonight at Ashe County Stadium. 2.5 minutes left here. Vikings catch the ball, fumbled the snap. He gets the ball away. Fairchild calls for a fair catch, and he gets it. It looks like some confusion as a Viking player bumps into him, but it looks like the Huskies will take over at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
I think we're going to probably have a 15-yarder right here. One thing I noticed, the center that's snapping on the special teams has been short on the snaps. I just wonder if they've got a player in there that did a lot of snaps. The punter probably needs to move up about a couple yards, I would think.
Looks like they have had some problem getting the snap back to the punter most of the evening here. Looks like some shaking and moving here with players coming on and off the field. The officials are gathering around, James. I'm not sure if we've got an infraction or what they're conferring about. 2:19 on the clock and a referee's conference here.
Yeah, I think it's probably a personal foul if they're talking. I'm not sure who it'll be on, but I believe it's probably a personal foul.
And so it looks like the officials are broken, coming over to make a call. Looks like he's going for personal foul. Personal foul, bad 90s dance move there was the signal. Moves us back 15 yards. I'm not sure what that was, but he put his arms up. Elbows out, did a little jiggly move there for a personal foul against the Huskies. Will move us back, James, not what we wanted, to the 21-yard line where we'll take over 1st and 10, 2:19 on the clock. Peters in the shotgun formation. He calls for the snap. Fairchild in motion here. Peters looking again up to the top. Beautiful toss up the sideline. Bobbled around and caught. Little brother Bryce Peters, it looks like, number 6, with an amazing catch at the 42-yard line. That's Peters to Peters. They've been practicing that in the backyard for many years, I can tell you.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Bryce. I didn't get how many yards that was, but that was a wonderful play.
It was a beautiful toss from big brother to little brother down the left sideline. He bobbled it, and before he caught it, Peters in the shotgun again. He's going to go right back to throw, and again, man open, and he's caught down to the 8-yard line for the Huskies there. That looked like
another pass, another catch.
Peters to Peters. Big brother to little brother. Senior to sophomore. They're moving down the field here. 1:57 left to go in the second quarter.
Another beautiful pass and another reception by the brothers.
It is 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. 1:46 and counting on the clock. We are having some great tosses and catches here in the second quarter by the Huskies. Peters in shotgun formation. Move Spencer in motion up to the north side. The pass is up there. Little brother again. He's going to finish the drive. He catches it, moves the ball up about 4 yards before taking down at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Bryce, 3 back-to-back passes to his brother, and Bryce looks like he's a little winded. He's got his hands on his knees, but he's making plays.
It's right. He does look a little winded here. The Huskies are going to swap out some receivers, but Peter stays on the field as he stands up to the north side. Wearing number 6, his big brother wears number 4 in the shotgun formation. 60 seconds left in the half. He calls for the ball. He's looking again to that side. Pressure by the Vikings. He eludes it. He gets away from it now, but couldn't get away from that last guy, number 32, Parker Moore. Again, we talked about him being a beast on defense. They haven't had many defensive stops tonight, but that was a good one for the Vikings.
Yeah, Blake did his best to try to stay on his feet. Had 2 or 3 attempts at him, and they finally got him. You're looking at third probably about 16, 17 yards for the first down.
Let's now take a Carroll Original Wear timeout alongside the Huskies here with 49 seconds in the half.
Handcrafted cheeses, jams, ice cream, and old-fashioned candy. You're sure to find something for everyone. Be sure to visit their viewing room to see cheese being made. Or find them online at AsheCountryCheese.com. For our other sponsors tonight, Mountaineer Golf Club, Dr. Pepper Bottle and Triangle, Vending, GE Aviation, Vision Family Funeral Home, Schuster Physical Therapy, WKSK The Farm, Modern Toyota Subaru The Boom, Little Caesars Pizza, Skyline National Bank, Bojangles.
Welcome back to the action here as we approach halftime. Let's take a look at some scores around the counties here at the Miller's Insurance scoreboard.
CrossFit and Mountain Advantage and Backstreet Subs all sponsoring the Husky football program this season.
And back to the action here. Peters in the shotgun formation. 3rd and 16. Moving left to right. Puts Peterson in motion. It's a screenplay back to the left side. He hits Spencer and he's open. He's to the 15. 5, 3. Dives down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like they was trying to throw it to maybe Ryder or somebody going to the end zone, and then he looked back and seen Spencer, and we'll get a big gain right there.
Great catch and run by 22, Lucas Spencer. Clock continues to run, 33 seconds. Peters lines up here, getting the play to the offense. He's in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the south side. Peterson beside Peters. Clock ticks, 23 seconds. He takes the snaps, looks to the south side, throws, and that's a touchdown. Number 14, Eli Limley with the catch. There does look to be a flag on the play. 17 seconds, there is a flag on the play here.
Yeah, I didn't catch what was the penalty, but that was a good call, and Limley, I know he wants a touchdown for there, so let's see what happens.
Great play call there by the Huskies offense. He was wide open. They are conferring. The Huskies players throw their hands up like they're going to get the touchdown. We've not heard an official call yet. Here he goes. Picks up the flag, and they're going to wave that off. No flag. The touchdown will stand.
Yeah, Coach Witeki's over there on the number 20-yard line, and he's not too happy with what the call was.
40-0 Ashe County.
That touchdown by Limley puts the Huskies up 40-0 with 17 and a half seconds left here in the opening half of Husky varsity football season here at Ashe County High School. Referee goes over and explains to the coach reasoning for waving up the flag. We're ready to go for the after point. The Huskies offense is lined up out here for the 2-point try. Peters in shotgun formation. Fairchild puts in motion. Goes north, comes south. Snap's taken. He rolls to the right side. He's looking back left again. Pass is called at the 7-yard line. He cuts back. That's Lucas Spencer going to the north side, and he is going to make it in for a 2-point conversion.
Lucas with a beautiful stretch to get the 2 points. There was a north defender that was right on him. I didn't think he was going to make it, but with Spencer with the second effort puts up 2 for us.
That was one of those he called it at the 7-yard line, but he had to put in about 30 yards worth of work to get to the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 42-0 here. The Huskies lead again with 17 and a half seconds left. James, again, getting back into high school, not sure the rules. Do they have a blowout rule anymore where the clock runs or anything?
Yes, after the second half, I believe it's a 36-point lead. They'll start running the clock continuously. So we get in the second half, it'll go by quick if the lead maintains 36.
Great information there. So 17 and a half seconds left here. The Huskies will kick the ball off to the Vikings. 2 timeouts left for each team. The Huskies lead 42-0 on a beautiful night here in the high country for varsity football here at Ashe County Stadium. Vikings got 2 guys deep at the 5-yard line. Again, Manny Olvera, the senior, has done a phenomenal job of kickoffs once again tonight. He's set up for the Mose Boots kickoff from the 40-yard line. And a little pooch kick over here to the right side. It lands at the 35-yard line when a Viking receiver covers it up. That's Ben Nichols. Vikings will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, I thought we was going to jump on that one. The north defender was playing a little deep, and he was a little afraid to make a play, and luckily it was a good bounce for them. We could have had another turnover right there.
And again, that's a skillful position where you look at it, what a difference Manny Olvera makes to his team by being able to do these little pooch kicks like that and have them land and then also be able to kick it deep. Really a weapon there for the Huskies. Vikings will start in the shotgun formation from the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, 16 seconds left in the first half. Snap taking, he hands off up the middle there. That's Chase Eller. He shifts around, gains about 8 yards there on that play. Good run by the Vikings. Inside of 10 seconds, they will let the clock run. Looks like that'll be the last play of the first half, James.
Yeah, it's a great first half. Everything went our way, and it seemed like for North Wilkes, everything went against them. A lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties, big plays for the Huskies. It's just a type of game, if you're a Ashe County Husky fan, that you would love to watch.
Great insight. We'll be back to cover the second half here shortly. Let's take a break now. The Vikings, again, can't cool off this hot Huskies offense. Let's take a break with Scott Brothers Heating and Air.
Randy Marion Ford, the king of prices in West Jefferson. Randy Marion Ford guarantees the lowest price on over 5,000 new and pre-owned vehicles. Home to the best-selling trucks in America. Come see the staff you know and depend on. Take a test drive and take home your new Ford or pre-owned ride. You can also shop us online 24/7. The area's #1 volume and fleet volume dealer in the Southeast. We'll even send you home with a full tank of gas and free delivery up to 200 miles.
When it comes to insurance, Miller Insurance has over 70 years of experience in the business. We offer auto, home, farm, and business insurance, along with several other products to make sure you have the right coverage that fits your needs. Before you renew, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or stop by 107 South Jefferson Avenue in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to support all our hometown teams.
Moe's Boots was established in 2005 in the High Country. Now with locations in Ashe, Avery, and Watauga, we are the High Country's leader in workwear and Friday night football gear, including apparel, footwear, and accessories. Moe's Boots prides themselves on having the biggest selection of the hardest working gear on the market, along with undeniable top-level customer service with pricing that is unmatched. Come shop your hometown team's favorite hard-working brands like Carhartt, Danner, Rocky, and more.
Carroll Original Wear has been in the business of custom apparel and merchandise for over 20 years. From starting in Western wear, they also specialize in custom embroidery, t-shirt graphics, and jerseys. They offer their services to teams, businesses, and the greater public. Carroll Original Wear is dedicated to creating quality products that teams and businesses will be excited to wear. They are proud to support our hometown teams.
And welcome back, Huskies fans, here as we approach the start of the second half. Teams have came out of the locker room, less than a minute left on the clock. Mr. James, we scored a lot of points, 42 in the first half. Let's talk a little bit about how we got there.
It's mostly been big plays with the air raid. I've got Peters around 296 yards. I believe he's about 16 for 18. He's threw one interception, been sacked and pressured a couple times. But it's been really Blake Peters just seeing people wide open, and it doesn't help any when you got the Vikings making turnovers, not moving the ball, and special teams has just really destroyed them tonight.
Right, and some of the keys to the play, the Randy Marion Ford keys to the game. We talked about secondary play. That has been non-existent tonight as far as that goes. Our secondary hasn't had much time. Sorry, we're getting some direction above our ear there, but finishing the red zone. We have finished every drive except for the one you missed, or we missed in the end zone for the interception, and eliminate turnovers, and we've had only the one.
Yeah, it's been a huge night for us with the air raid offense and making the connections, spreading the wealth as well. I mean, you got Fairchild, Graybill, Spencer, and Limley all with touchdowns.
Right, and the Huskies will receive the opening kickoff here from the Vikings. They'll be moving left to right. Vikings kicking off. 12 minutes to go here. The clock will run continuously as long as we maintain a 36-point lead, if I understand the North Carolina high school rule.
Yeah, it's either 36 or 34. I believe it's 36 back when I used to coach. I believe that's what it was.
Vikings have a new kicker in, left-footed, kicks it to the Huskies sideline. It's bouncing around before we scoop it up at the 20, where we're shed a tackle immediately. Now he's off to the races with a block. That looked like couldn't tell if that was number 5, Ryder Phipps, on the great return there. Gives them a great field position again at the 34-yard line. Huskies will take over 1st and 10. And again, a continuous clock. So the clock is rolling at 11:35 and going. Here's the Huskies. The officials haven't even placed the ball yet. Now they place it on the left hash. Huskies again will line up in their shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the north, 2 to the south. Peterson in the backfield beside Peters. Vikings setting up a defense here. They got 2 defenders coming down. It's a handoff up the middle to Peterson, and he shakes up the middle, gains a couple yards before being thrown down by the Viking defender.
Yeah, you're going to see a heavy dose of Peterson. Maybe another running back. I wouldn't be surprised to see if his little brother Bryce comes in the game tonight and gets some action.
Great, and as the Huskies again with a big lead here coming out of the half, they're going to use this clock as they can. He's looking over to the sideline. That's our friend Drew Piscopo, the offensive coordinator here for the Huskies, calling the plays. Head coach Brian Hampton has been here at the Ashe County High School for, at least 10 or 15 years, I would guess, James. He's been coaching here. I'd get that stat and get it to you guys. 2nd and 6 for the Huskies. Again, a continuous clock and no play clock here in the second half. So that's really leads to the Huskies' advantage of not having to hurry. Peters calls for the shotgun snap. Handoff to number 20, Dallas Miller. Dallas Miller gets nowhere before the Vikings defense stops him there. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, I believe when I looked up, the Vikings defense had 6 in the box against 5 of our linemen. It's hard to have a run game whenever you got outnumbered in the middle.
Right, and as we mentioned, the Huskies looking to run the clock here, and we'll probably do a heavy dose of the run game, and the Vikings have packed the box because of that. Peters in the shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the south side. Peterson, he puts in motion here to the right side. He's taking the ball, throwing back on a screen pass, and that ball falls incomplete. Vikings had pressure there up the middles on Peters, and ball falls incomplete, brings up 4th and 7.
Yeah, the Ashe County set up a fake screen to the right side of the field and then went back to the left side. To be honest, luckily it was thrown short because the Viking defender was right on top of that play.
Right, and the Huskies, Eli Limley, back at the 20-yard line looking to punt it away to the Vikings. Their receiver is set up at the 36-yard line. Huskies run an extra player onto the field here late. Again, no play clock here. Unique rule in the high school football here with the lead. 8:57 and counting. Huskies got through a little over 3 minutes on that possession. Ball's punted way into the air. Lands at the 42-yard line. Takes a bounce back and will stop at the 44-yard line. Vikings will take over 1st and 10, 8:40 and running on the clock.
A lot of times when you're changing your type of pace from the air raid to running out the clock, you don't have an efficient offense, and that's what happened. We just stalled there. I think that's the first time tonight, actually.
I believe you're correct. Other than the turnover, I believe we have scored on every other possession. Vikings line up 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Huskies defense takes on the field. Again, we got 8 minutes and 10 seconds on a continuous clock running. Vikings look to the sideline to get the play. Eli Shell in the shotgun formation. He calls for the snap, takes it. He's going to quarterback keeper to the right side. He's taking off up the right side, and he gains about 9 yards there. Good run by the Vikings.
Yeah, that was a really good run. I think what you're going to see is a lot of run game from both sides of the team. Vikings are going to try to work on stuff that possibly they'll run next week.
Vikings come up 2nd down and short. 7.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Eli Shell in the shotgun formation. He's looking to the Viking sideline. They're changing the play. Everyone's checking the wristband. Fall moves farther back in the backfield. High snap, and he's just going to take it and go down to the ground. That's going to be a loss of 5 on the play.
Again, a lot of mistakes there at the center position. The snap was a little high, and then Eli, he lost his. It must be some dew on the field because he lost his gription with his cleats.
And we did find out the Vikings are missing a few players tonight in action, one of them being the snapper, as you commented in the first half, James. Just a lot of mistakes from that position on snaps tonight. 3rd down and 8 here for the Vikings. He's back in the shotgun formation, calls for the ball. Looking to the left side, scrambled by the Huskies. He throws it out to number 8, and it is line drive by number 21. That's Manny Olvera with the tackle.
That was a huge hit by Manny. A perfect tackle. One thing I've noticed about this year's Husky team is their ability to tackle. And you've got 2 wrestlers that play that middle linebacker spot. So that explains, if you want to tackle kids, you need to wrestle.
Great insight there. Back in high school when I was involved, a lot of players played 3 different sports. I know the new age athletes, a lot of them are concentrating on one, but I'm a big fan of playing multiple sports. Punter's back, catches it, kicks it away. It's a low line drive. Fairchild calls for the fair catch and will collect it at the 25-yard line. 6 minutes left and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Again, Ashe County will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, this game will be over before you know it. The clock continuously to run unless the Vikings can put up some points and cut that lead under 34 to 33 points. And other than that, it'll be pretty quick second half tonight, Kelly.
And again, not to be negative Nancy, but we've seen that happen in game 1. We had a comfortable lead coming out in the second half. 2 real quick interceptions and returns for points made it a quick, closer game than we thought. We do have a much bigger lead tonight and different scenario, but again, you just never know in high school football. But it looks, as you're speaking, going to be correctly. It's going to be a continuous clock, and the Huskies are going to continue controlling this game as they have from the opening kickoff. 5:14 to go. Peters in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to each side. He gets the snap. He's throwing down to the south side. That's number 7, Ian Graybill, with the catch. And he gains about 4 yards there on the Huskies' offense, 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those screen plays like that, it's just as good as a run. Something safe. Graybell's a big kid anyway, and we got about a 4-yard gain on that.
2nd and 6 for the Huskies from the 30-yard line. Peters getting the play, calling it out. Again, there is no rush on the Husky offense now as they kind of settle in here to a slow pace of the game. Peters puts number 14 in motion. He fakes the handoff up the middle. No, he takes the handoff up the middle. Cutback, that looks like a little speedster. Dallas Miller there gained some yardage there. 4 yards ahead, bringing up 3rd down.
Yeah, Graybill was in motion. I don't know if Dallas was supposed to cut back on him on a cutback block, but he went to the right, and then he cut back behind Graybill and got about 5 yards out of that.
3rd down and 3. Peters in the shotgun formation. That's number 20, junior number Dallas Miller in the backfield. Peters calls for the ball. He's another handoff up the middle to Miller, and he piles straight ahead for a Husky 1st down to the 36-yard line. Great run there by Dallas Miller.
Yeah, Dallas, he's got a little speed to him, got to the line really quick, got enough for the 1st down.
That's back in my day. We called that north and south. He just took the ball and just went north, no matter what was in his way. 3:33 and counting here on the Ashe County High School scoreboard. Peters in the shotgun formation. Again, Dallas Miller remains in the running back beside him. Peters takes the snap, throws it again, screen pass up to the top side. That's caught by little brother Bryce Peters, and he's up the left sideline for a great gain. Looks like about a 25-yard gain there.
I tell you what, Bryce has had a big 2nd quarter, and looks like he may have a big 3rd quarter.
Great pass there from Peters to Peters. 3 minutes, inside of 3 minutes here to go in the 3rd quarter. Huskies now have the ball on the 44-yard line, 1st and 10, and again, they continue to take their time, switching out some receivers, getting the play called slowly from the sideline. And we've switched some receivers out, and now Peters moves up to the left hash. Huskies moving left to right here in the 3rd quarter, 2:35 and counting. Peters in the shotgun formation. Dallas Miller in beside him. Moves him from the right side to the left side. Now he puts Ryder Phipps in motion. Takes the snap. Looking like it's going to be another play here to the screen. Peters is getting flushed out. He just gets rid of it. Caught by Eli Limley. He makes a spin move up the left side, breaks the tackle. Nice gain there of 5 yards there after not much happening to start.
Well, there's a little dangerous there on the sideline, but it looks like everybody got up and everything looks good. It's a good call. Looks like we got about 4 yards on that.
Looks like the official is calling for an official timeout on that sideline. Not sure if we got a player down, player injured. It does look like a Viking player down. Let's take a step away with a unofficial Carroll Original Wear timeout. Limley.
Carroll Original Wear is proud to be the official in-zone camera sponsor for Ashe County High School Athletics. Carroll Original Wear has been in business for over 50 years, located in Boone with a new location coming to West Jefferson. Carroll offers a wide range of custom merchandise, including team and corporate accessories and underwear customized specific for your needs. Carroll is excited about the opportunity the in-zone camera will offer to student athletes, coaches, and fans.
Viking defender looks like he's been helped up by his teammates off to the sideline. They blow the whistles, get the teams out of the huddles, heading back to the center of the field. Again, a great crowd here on hand tonight for the Huskies home opener. North Wilkes has a half a stands full over there. They'll have a long drive back there to Trap Hill. Is that right?
Yeah, it is a long drive. I drove it every day when I was teaching down there.
That's a long drive. Here we go, second and short for the Huskies. Peters in the shotgun formation. Dallas Miller beside him. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, now swings it out to the right side. That's Bridger Fairchild. He's got the catch, moves to the north to south. He's inside the 30, breaks the tackle, shifts away at the 25, runs into his own man, still shifting around, and he jumps inside the 20-yard line. Great catch and run there by Bridger Fairchild.
Well, at the beginning of the game, we was going a lot of passes to Bridger. I'm glad to see them get it back to him. He's fun little kid to watch. Very shifty, small, hard to see, and he probably gives more effort than most kids that I've ever watched.
I love that great effort. 110% kind of guy, the guy you want on your team. Huskies inside the red zone again here with 1 minute. This continuous clock has really made for a fast third quarter. Peters up to the shotgun formation. Dallas Miller still beside him. Takes the snap. Hands off up the Miller, left side to Miller. He shoots up a hole. Looks like a great gain up there to the 14-yard line. Again, Dallas Miller took that ball and just shot out of the cannon.
Yeah, he had a big hole to the left. Looks like he got about a 5-yard gain. Looks like we're in good position to maybe put up some more points here, Kelly.
Great inside 30 seconds. We'll see if the Huskies make a play again. No play clock glowing. Peters heading out to the field, looking like he's calling play for his teammates. Inside 20 seconds now. 2 receivers to each side. Dallas Miller again in the backfield. Shifts him just behind his left side. 12 seconds on the clock. Peters puts a man in motion. He takes the snap. Handoff again to Miller. Shoots up the middle and spun down for a tackle, but it looks like we will gain close to the 11-yard line to end the third quarter.
Yeah, a little 1 yard, 2 yard gain there. We're going into fourth quarter. Just seems like we just come out of halftime just a few minutes ago.
That's correct. That third quarter was fast. The North Wilkes Vikings defense didn't cool off the Huskies, but the clock running helped cool off the Huskies offense as no points were scored. Let's take a break with Scott Brothers Heating and Air.
Randy Marion Ford, the king of prices in West Jefferson. Randy Marion Ford guarantees the lowest price on over 5,000 new and pre-owned vehicles. Home to the best-selling trucks in America. Come see the staff you know and depend on. Take a test drive and take home your new Ford or pre-owned ride. You can also shop us online 24/7. The area's #1 volume and fleet volume dealer in the Southeast. We'll even send you home with a full tank of gas and free delivery up to 200 miles.
When it comes to insurance, Miller Insurance has over 70 years of experience in the business. We offer auto, home, farm, and business insurance, along with several other products to make sure you have the right coverage that fits your needs. Before you renew, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or stop by 107 South Jefferson Avenue in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to support all our hometown teams.
Moe's Boots was established in 2005 in the High Country. Now with locations in Ashe, Avery, and Watauga, we are the High Country's leader in workwear and Friday night football gear, including apparel, footwear, and accessories. Moe's Boots prides themselves on having the biggest selection of the hardest working gear on the market, along with undeniable top-level customer service with pricing that is unmatched. Come shop your hometown team's favorite hard-working brands like Carhartt, Danner, Rocky, and more.
Carroll Original Wear has been in the business of custom apparel and merchandise for over 20 years. From starting in Western wear, they also specialize in custom embroidery, t-shirt graphics, and jerseys. They offer their services to teams, businesses, and the greater public. Carroll Original Wear is dedicated to creating quality products that teams and businesses will be excited to wear. They are proud to support our hometown teams.
And as we get back to the action here tonight for the Huskies, starting the fourth quarter, leading 42-0. Vikings have a chance to stop the Huskies' offense here. 3rd down and 3 on the 11-yard line. Peters in the shotgun formation. Dallas Miller beside him. Fakes the handoff, throws out to the wide side. It is caught, and he shifts to the inside, and that's going to be another Husky touchdown. Look like number 5, Ryder Phipps with the touchdown.
Ryder Phipps, he's able to sneak that into the end zone.
Yeah, a little bit of screen action, and Ryder makes the 6th Husky to score a receiving touchdown tonight.
48-0 Huskies. Lining up for the point after. Looks like we will attempt the 1 point after this time with Manny Olvera. Phipps, after that touchdown pass coming off the sideline, looks like he may be cramping up a little bit there. He's laid down on the sideline and asking a teammate to give him a little stretch. The point after is a line drive, and the officials wave it off. It looked like it might have went right over the bar, but it must have slid right under it. 48-0, Ashe County leads. 11:43 left here in the fourth quarter.
Ashe County Cheese is proud to be a sponsor of Husky Athletics.
Yeah, 48-0. I look for the Vikings just to try to run the ball and run the clock out and get people out of here that hopefully to preserve any injuries. I look for the Huskies to put in some reserves and rest some people up. I would say Bryce Peters will probably see some action tonight shortly when the Huskies get the ball back.
And again, 11:43 left here in the fourth quarter. James will have to pick the play and the player of the game before it slips away. If this continues clock, this fourth quarter may go fast on us. We'll start thinking about that.
Yeah, I think I already know who my player of the game is.
It's probably going to be pretty obvious, but we'll hold on for just a moment before we release that. Here the Huskies line up to kick off again. Vikings back to receive at the 5-yard line. Manny Alvarez walks the ball off, and then the ball falls off the tee. He'll reset. 11:43 left in the fourth quarter. Huskies kicking off right to left. Vikings back to receive at the 5-yard line. He waves his team on, and the Moe's Boots kick is away, and it's again another beauty. Received at the 14-yard line by the Viking running back. Chase Eller up the left sideline. And he is continuing to move before he gets power drived at the 44-yard line. Great return there.
Yeah, Chase Eller going from right to left. Looked like it got about a 25-yard gain. Gave the Vikings probably the best field position they've had all night. So I think the Vikings want to put up some points. They don't want to get skunked tonight.
That's right. You never want to leave a game with no points on the board, so I believe the Vikings will give a valiant effort here. 11-10 and counting. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Eli Shell once again in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to either side. Looks like 23 Dakota Fall in the backfield. Shell calls for the snap. He takes it. He runs into his own player. Now he's going to quarterback keep it coming to the right side, but that goes nowhere. Huskies defense was all over that.
Yeah, I think our Husky defensive line's teeing off on the Vikings run game. They know that that the run's going to come. He's ran the ball a few times tonight, and they're expecting him to try to get big gains for the Vikings.
That interior defense is having a great game, and that'll hopefully progress as we go the season long. There's going to be a game sometime where we're having a close battle, and that's going to make a big difference in the game. Eli Shell in the shotgun formation takes the handoff up the middle there. He boils ahead the Viking offensive player, number 23. That's Dakota Fall. He goes ahead to the 50-yard line, gaining about 10 on that run. 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's a good run by the backup running back. He looked pretty good right there. 3rd and 4. Hopefully we can get a stop right here and get the ball back.
Vikings line up shotgun formation, 3rd and 4 from the 50-yard line. Snap's taken. He's moving to the left side. Looks like a quarterback keeper again. Huskies defensive end, number 14, Eli Limley, coming from the opposite side with the tackle. Just shy of the first down. Will bring up 4th and short. 9.5 minutes and counting.
I'll tell you what, the quarterback for North has ran the ball a lot tonight, and he's got about 15 attempts on the night, so he's ran the ball is probably more than the halfback. I've got him at even.
Shell in the shotgun formation, 4th and short. The Huskies pack the line of scrimmage here, and the officials have tossed a flag here. 9 minutes and counting. And the official has picked up his flag, but nope. It looks like it's a penalty against the Vikings. We'll back them up. Illegal procedure, illegal shift there called against the Vikings. That'll back them up 5 yards, making it now 4th and a long 6. 8:34 and counting here on the clock for the Vikings. They look to the sideline for the play. 4th and 6 from the 48-yard line. Man in motion. Quarterback takes the snap. He's looking up the middle. He's flushed. He's going to run and go for it. And the Huskies defenders look like they tackle him about 2 yards shy, James.
Yeah, I mean, really that's what you need to do tonight when your special teams are struggling, is try just to make a big play. You're at midfield. I mean, you're down 48-0. It's worth a shot. So not a bad play call right there.
7:56 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Huskies lead 48-0. Bryce Peters will go back out onto the field. Huskies will take over 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. And we will see Peters continue. Blake Peters continue there at quarterback number 4. 7.5 minutes left here. Huskies looking to the sideline. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Peters looks to be confused. He can't figure out a play call. Again, there is no time clock, so he's looking for another player. Lucas Spencer onto the field, number 22. Peters sets his teammates up. Dallas Miller in the backfield. Up to the line. Peters calls for a snap, hands it off to Miller, and he is just hit and thrown down by number 7, Avery Bradford, for the Vikings.
Oh, that was a good play by the linebacker there. Anticipating the run. I thought we was going to have a flag. I think Lucas Spencer was over there signing autographs and forgot to come in. But big play by the Vikings. 2nd and long. Let's see what happens right here.
2nd and 14 now for the Huskies. 6 minutes and 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Peters looks to the sideline for the play. He's setting up his teammates again. Dallas Miller in the backfield. Long Peters. The south side of the field here is empty. 2 wide receivers to the north side. Peters asks for the snap. It's a handoff to Dallas. He takes 1 step to the right, shoots up the middle, and is stuffed after a short gain there to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, the interior line for the Vikings is playing very well. We don't have a lot of rushing yards tonight because of that defensive line.
Huskies again shifting out some players here. 6 minutes left in the quarter. 3rd down and 13. Peters looks like he's setting up his teammates. We got Bridger Fairchild and Dallas Miller in the backfield. 2 receivers to the north. Slowly setting up. 5:45. Peters asks for the snap. It's once again a handoff. Miller takes the ball, and again he's stopped. Little or no gain there Vikings defense is all over that.
Yeah, this late stage in the game, I mean, you're going to see a lot of running just to try to get the clock to run out and come out of here with any injuries on both sides of the ball.
Huskies, Eli Limley again into punt for the Huskies. 5 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Huskies lining up to punt. Vikings receivers at the 30-yard line to take the punt. It's a good snap. Kicks away. It's a beautiful punt. Well over the defender's head. Takes a Viking bounce back to the 27-yard line, where, again, the Vikings will set up for a possession, 1st and 10. 4:54 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. The game's winding down to the end. One thing I'll say about the North coaching staff, they'll work on some things next week. I know with Coach Witecki, Coach Goldman, Coach Shoemate, and Coach Gregory, they'll be getting those guys ready for next week, and hopefully we can get out of here and celebrate a big win.
Vikings taking over 1st and 10. 4:24 on the clock. Huskies defense out here. We are seeing some reserve players into the game now for both sides. Shell still in the quarterback position in the shotgun. He takes it, hands off up the middle. He's got a gap. He rushes straight up the middle for about a 12-yard gain to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I think that's the longest rushing yards that the Vikings have had tonight. I'd say we've got some reserves in, so the Vikings are going to continue to fight and work on their run game.
Huskies defense in is 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. James, let's start looking ahead and see who we're going to name the Dr. Pepper player of the game. I got an inkling of who it's going to be. Vikings quarterback takes the snap, hands off up the middle. He'll gain a few yards before being taken down by some Huskies.
Yeah, I know who I've got. Kelly, you want to say who you got, and I'll tell you who I got.
I believe the player of the game should be quarterback number 4, Blake Peters.
That's right. Blake, he just had really one mistake tonight, and that was the interception in the end zone. But he's got well over 300 yards tonight, and I think 6 touchdown passes.
Great night there for quarterback Blake Peters on his senior opening night for senior season here at Ashe County Stadium. Vikings take another play there, handoff up the middle, short gain. 3rd down, and again, our Dr. Pepper player of the game was number 4 quarterback senior Blake Peters. Third and 4 for the Vikings. Again, the clock continues to run. 2.5 minutes left. Vikings look to the sideline for a play call. 2 receivers to the south side, 1 to the north. Running back in motion. Quarterback takes it, runs up the middle, and he is just stuffed immediately by that defensive line. That looked like big number 50, Nathan Herman, in on the tackle.
Yeah, this game is just going down to basically reminds me of a Charlie Brown football game where it's just a cloud of smoke or dust or running a timeout. So it's been a good night for the Huskies.
Been a great opening night here for the Huskies. Viking takes the snap on 4th down, hands off to number 23, and the Huskies defense, that's Eli Limley in the backfield making the tackle. Again, great effort all around by the Huskies. That defensive interior, 4 or 5 guys really stuffed the line all night.
Yeah, Eli Limley's probably, in my opinion, if we had a defensive player, Eli Limley would be the guy that I would choose as a defensive player tonight. He's been playing really well that at the same position that he's playing.
And the Huskies will take over 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line as the clock does just continue to tick out. 70 seconds left in the contest. Huskies line up in victory formation. Play of the game, James. What's the one play that stands out? Was it an early on play? Was it one of the big touchdown passes? What play was the play of the game for you?
In the first quarter, the pass to Bridger Fairchild, it was totally by himself. I think that set the tone of what the Huskies was going to do. It was pretty obvious that the North Wilkes Vikings secondary just could not keep up with our passing game.
Peters will take the snap and kneel at midfield. That should collectively end the ball game. Huskies up 48-0. Looks like they'll go to 2-0 start here on the 23 campaign. Very exciting for the Huskies.
Yeah, it's a big win tonight for the Huskies. Blake Peters, probably the best game I've ever seen him play. He was just lights out tonight, and just the one pick off that he had in the end zone was his only mistake. But great game tonight.
Great, and again, thank you for joining us here at Ashe County High School. I'm Kelly Hardy. James Klein brought to you here on the SkyZhone HD Game of the Week. The Huskies win 48-0. Impressive performance tonight by everyone, especially the Peters to Peters combination. That was fun to watch, and hope we get to see that happen a little longer here throughout the season. James, I believe we're here again next week as we host the West Wilkes Blackhawks.
I anticipate a similar game as far as Huskies throwing the ball. I know West Wilkes got beat by East Wilkes last week. I think West has improved since last year, but could be a exciting night of throwing the ball for us.
And before we get off air, let's take a look around at the Miller Insurance scoreboard from scores around the area as the Huskies have a solid opening game here at Ashe County Stadium, 48-0 against the North Wilkes Vikings. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kelly Hardy.
I'm James Klein.
And we're eating Bojangles biscuits here in the podcast booth. We've had a blast, y'all. Have a good evening. Travel safe, and we'll see you next week.